All right, first and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem is the Hebrew way of saying in the name of the only begotten Son, whom you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, his name in the Hebrew tongue is pronounced Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men whom we believe the Heavenly Father set up in these times to establish this word. All right, and to you fellow laborers out there doing likewise, continuing in that legacy of pushing this gospel in all true faith and sincerity, shalom. So yeah, I just want to get into a quick lesson, basically centered around prophecy, because we're in the times where the prophecies concerning America and its destruction is drawing nigh, all right? And that's the spirit we should be in, all right? Like the Apostle Tahar alluded to, you know, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, is in full effect. These prophecies are speaking. And we, being men of the Lord, all right, the Heavenly Father was gracious enough through his Son to bestow us with the understanding of this book. It's our duty to push these prophecies, all right? Which, when we go out and we push this word and push that vibration of the prophecies out there, that provokes the Heavenly Father to spring into action, all right? Everything works hand in hand. So before I really get into this lesson, I want to start off in the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Yeah, so if you claim to have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, then you will be prophesying. And what's the prophecies? Mainly America's destruction, all right? Along with that chip, which is that mark of the beast, you know, that RFID chip technology being mandated. We're in those times. We're in those times where all these things is happening, all right? So it's our duty to prophesy and blow the trumpet and warn the people, all right? And mainly to seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which, hey, in the spirit, the elect could be sealed, because the way these prophecies popping off, the Heavenly Father is getting ready to do some marvelous things, man. And the times we're in is basically the transfer of kingdoms, all right? We're in a time where the Heavenly Father is about to strip the power of rulership from the so-called white man, which his biblical nationality is the Edomites, all right? You know, the descendants of their forefather Esau. And he's about to hand that kingdom over to the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Seminole, and Native American Indians, all right? Which will be the kingdom of heaven, all right? Now, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and starting at the first verse. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Yeah, and all these different buzzwords is synonymous with America, all right? Because America takes on all these ancient customs. America is a cesspool of idols and you know, false gods in different forms of worship, contrary to the Holy Scriptures and the Heavenly Father, all right? Verse 2, gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Yeah, and that's what you see on the horizon, all right, with all these talks of war, these different nations gearing themselves up for this World War III, which when the smoke clear, America will be left desolate, all right? And the scriptures tell you to gird up yourselves with clothes of sack, all right? Which basically means to get in the spirit of mourning, because this is a proud place, you know? America is very proud, all right? And the fact that, matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. In verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter, that in Salakia. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world. Yeah, and we know that these are the latter times because they have walked in great pride. Yeah, so the Lord is pretty much telling America to gird up themselves with sack, all right, which is a form of mourning. Why? Because that pride is about to be brought low, all right? And if you people only knew the things that's about to happen here in America, you would pretty much bewail over your children, all right, like the scriptures tell you. You're going to have famine to hit this place on a very high level, all right? These race riots is going to pop off, sedition and uprising of the people. All hell is going to break loose out here in America, and it's going to be capped off with those nuclear missiles. All right, verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Yeah, and that sword is basically symbolic for destruction, but ultimately the nuclear missiles. All right. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Yeah, so once you start a fire, a great fire is not going to be quenched, all right? It's only going to intensify, and that's what America has done, spearheaded by this guy Donald Trump. He have set off a fire that will not be quenched, all right? Verse 5, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? And what is those plagues? Those plagues is the nuclear missiles, all right? And to prove that, let me get another quick precept, all right? This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And what's the only weapon can do that? Those nuclear missiles, all right, which are the plagues, all right? The Lord said, this is the plague that shall, the Lord shall smite the people with. And that plague is going to make the people flesh consume off of their bones, and their eyes is going to be consumed out of the sockets, and their tongue going to consume out of their mouth. And a good example to watch that bring that to light is Terminator with Sarah Connor when she's holding on that fence when she had that dream. Well, guess what? That was that's spiritual, because that's going to happen to you people that dwell here in America, man. That's the plagues that the Lord is speaking of right here in 2 Ezra 16:5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what? And who is he that might drive them away? Verse 6, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench a fire in the stubble? All right, when it have begun to burn. Yeah, so when you have stubble, which is dry leaves and grass, once you set fire to that, that fire is going to intensify, all right? Verse 7, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Yeah, and that's symbolic to the nuclear missiles, all right? Once those missiles are shot off, there's nothing can be done to turn that away, all right? You're not going to be able to set up a quick G4 meeting, all right? No, when those missiles are shot, that's the end game, which the Bible prophesied at, all right? Verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Yeah, because this is all the doings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, all right? This is his program. He have spoken, thus said the Lord, all right, concerning America and his destruction. You people can buck up against it, all right? You can naysay or whatever the hell you want to do, but this is all in the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Yeah, the Lord shall threaten. And how is he threatening? In the form of us, the men of the Lord, all right, the various men throughout the world that's prophesying the same doctrine of America's destruction. We threatening you, man. That's the Heavenly Father threatening you by way of his men. Verse 12, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. Yeah, and what's going to make the earth quake? These nuclear missiles, all right? Because missiles is going to be shot all throughout the world, man. It's not only going to be shot in America, certain parts of Russia, China, all right, the Middle East. The Heavenly Father is going to show his great works by way of these missiles, which these missiles is the Lord's handiwork, man. All right? This is not, these missiles was inspiration. It's the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Now, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, so the Heavenly Father is the ultimate puppet master, man. All right? He sparked the mind of the blacksmith, which the blacksmith today in the modern sense will be these scientists. All right? Verse 12 again, 2nd Ezra 16 and 12. The earth quaketh in the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Yeah, so everything is going to be affected. The fishes is going to tremble, man. Verse 13, for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. Yeah, that's the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father is the one that's dictating when that bow, all right, which is those silos which hold the missiles, all right? That's the Heavenly Father in control of all that, all right? Matter of fact, let me get another precept to prove that, all right? This is the book of Proverbs, the 21st Proverbs, the 21st chapter, all right? Because it's the Lord who is in control of when those missiles get shot off, all right? All these world leaders is nothing more than pawns in the Heavenly Father's hand. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Yeah, so it's the Heavenly Father who is manipulating the minds of these kings, all right? So 2nd Ezra 16 and 13 again. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And what's the ends of the world? America, all right? Because the beginning of the world would be the Middle East, all right? And America is over here safely nestled on the western side of the world. But the Heavenly Father is going to put his spirit, you know, in those missiles, all right? That the missiles is actually the Lord's army, man, all right? This is the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, in the 5th verse. It says, I'll start at the 4th verse. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. And what's that whole land? America, all right? So that's pretty much it. Until the next time, I say shalom.